AI agents are everywhere, automating tasks and making decisions at machine speed. But agents make mistakes. Just one rogue agent can do big damage before you even notice. Rubrik Agent Cloud is the only platform that helps you monitor agents, set guardrails, and rewind mistakes, so you can unleash agents, not risk. Accelerate your AI transformation at Rubrik.com. That's RUBRIK.com.
If you've struggled with stress, balance, or burnout, and simply feel discouraged or even defeated, and if you're ready to move from force to flow and enjoy ultimate Zen success in your career, health, or relationships, then the Zen Success Show is for you. Your host, Carissa Sims, is an entrepreneur, corporate consultant, best-selling author, meditation teacher, and healer who has found her own Zen success. Here's your host, Carissa Sims. Welcome to this week's episode of Zen Success. Today, I have the pleasure of speaking with Ken Honda. So let me share a little bit more about Ken. I interviewed him previously on my show, You Inspired, when his book, Happy Money, came out. So I was so happy to be connected with him again from his publicist. I'll share just how amazing he is. He has such an incredible spirit and a love for humanity, to transform humanity, really, and their relationship with money. So he's a money and happiness expert, Ken Honda. And I always think of Bhutan, the country that measures happiness, when I hear that you're a happiness expert. So Ken Honda is best-selling self-development author in Japan with book sales surpassing 8 million copies since 2001, a prolific writer. He is a best-selling author of Happy Money, the Japanese art of making peace with your money. And today we're going to be discussing the top 3 money wounds and how to heal them. Welcome back to my show, Ken.
Hello, Carissa, and I'm so happy to be back, and thank you for inviting me. I'm so happy that means that you didn't hate me for having me.
I'm going to tell you a secret. I don't know if I told you, when we recorded our last interview, it was audio only. And my husband was traveling, and I had so much going on, and my kids were playing on the playground, and I was recording the interview with my hotspot in the car. Isn't that amazing? I can't believe we had connection.
Whatever, that is fine. Is that like 3 years ago?
Yeah. Before the pandemic.
Yes. A lot has happened, hasn't it?
Yes, it has. So much has happened. And I was just really excited to speak with you too, because of what you say about transforming and healing the money wounds, because I really think like we are transitioning to this new reality where money is spiritual and is no longer used for control or manipulation. Do you feel like we're transitioning to that type of era for humanity?
Yes, exactly, Carissa. But before we get there, we have to go through this scary spot.
Okay, that's important.
Yes, it's almost like I call it sacred fire before the true heaven. So we'll be burned through this fire. So our egos, our anxieties, and all those things will be on surface. And then we have to go through that. But I think everyone is going to go through what's inside. So if you have a lot of fear will pop up. Anxiety and distrust and all the issues that you haven't really dealt with will come up because of money-related stress. So I'm sort of welcoming our big change. The last time that we did it, it's 80 years ago, we have to fight against each other, and we lost 30 million people's lives. But this time, I don't think we're going to go into such heavy war, but instead, we're going to experience some kind of meltdown with our financial system, which could really throw us off. So we have to hold tight because there will be a big turmoil coming.
Mm-hmm. And do you feel that holding tight is maybe partially to stay grounded in the truth of who we are and the wealth that we really feel inside rather than externally?
Yes, definitely. Because we'll be challenged about our generosity, kindness, and because scarcity, the feeling of scarcity will just sneak into our hearts, and then we'll be tested if we can stay generous, if we can stay grounded, if we can stay happy with this big change, and we're going to go through a very tough time because of right now we can see only the rise of the cost of gas and electricity and the food and all the things. But we're gonna have this slow economy, because we have so little money left each month to spend on our gadgets. That means we cannot buy things. Amazon lost a lot of money. Amazon lost 50% of the profit, and the stock went down 20%. So
just recently? Just
yes,
recently?
I think it's yesterday, but so
fascinating. So you feel like there's already kind of like a shift, like people are not buying things they don't need or buying
right.
excessive items.
Yeah, so it's good for our environment, not good for our economy. So because look at our closet, we have already enough clothes in our closet. We have enough gadgets in our house, and we don't need 3 cars. We don't need 4 houses. But look at us. We are just consuming so much resources. So in a sense, it's great. But at the same time, we have to get used to a new system, which might take some years. So for the next 5 years or so, I think we're going to experience a big change. And this change could test your sanity level.
Yeah.
Can you stay happy and stress-free, even though our sales go down and the cost of things go rising? Can you have the trust for our future?
Wow. You just blew me away with that comment. I feel like we could end the podcast right there, but I still want to talk to you. But it's just amazing because you are incredibly spiritual and psychic. And what you're saying is really connected with my friends. I don't know a lot of astrology, but I do get emails from my friends that know astrology. And what you're saying is exactly in alignment with that philosophy, what's happening in the universe. So that's just incredible that you know that intuitively and you're helping to share this message. Yeah.
And I don't want to scare people.
That's important to say that.
What I meant is that instead of relying on a bank account, we can rely on our friends and faithful customers and clients. If you have about 200 people that you have a very strong bonds with, so they will keep paying you. So if you have these deep relationships with people, you'll be fine.
Yeah. So it's important to really connect deeply then with your clients. I mean, not for superficial or monetary reasons, because, just for your heart and for that feeling of connection and family. And I know you're trying to do that too with your community, aren't you? Don't you have a community? Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah. So I have a largest online salon, one of the largest online salons in Japan. We have about a few thousand people. We're a very unique community. We're helping one another. And I studied one with the English community. We have a few hundred and about 20 from 20 different countries, learning about happy money and how to circulate it. So in Japan, we have enough clientele so people can live on off of the income from the community. So if you have large enough community, people can feel safe. Because if something goes wrong, your friends were going to help you. So I'm suggesting people to have 50 friends who let you stay for a week. If you just start staying with your friend number one and for first week and friend number two for the second week, by the end of the year, you can go back to friend number one and it's been a year. How are you? So if you have 50 friends, you're okay.
Yeah.
So you can live off of your friendship for a year. And it could be 12 friends who let you stay for a month. So depending on how deep your relationship is. But what I'm saying is that if you have enough friends, it'd be more helpful than your bank accounts.
That's beautiful. Yeah, because there's other things, not to scare people again, but there's other things in the media, such as food shortage. And if you live in a community, I mean, if they're local, maybe there could be some kind of sharing. Maybe there's a sharing economy that might evolve, and like one group could grow the vegetables, the fruit, and another group could make soups, and and really help each other. What do you think about that?
Yes, exactly. So there are many different kinds of money. One money is like a local money that can be circulated. And the other type of money is hedge funds, all the money speculation and Wall Street type of money is circulating around the world that could destroy a lot of economies and uplift and then crash. That's what's happening in China and all over the world. And it's not good for our environment because that kind of money, it goes very fast. So it moves fast and disappears fast. So it's not really helping people.
Yeah, that's interesting. But is that happening in all countries, do you think? Like, is Japan like
Yes.
all?
Yes.
Oh, it is. Okay.
So the problem with our current financial system is that there's too much surplus of money. So that money is like crazy dragons. They're just wandering around the world. And
Love dragons.
that kind of energy is different from the local love community.
Yeah.
The local community money is more quiet, more generous, and more fun. Whereas just international crazy dragon money, swamps into a third world and just build railroads and all the big buildings and then disappear. So a lot of buildings are left. For example, in China, there's more houses empty than the population of Germany, people in Germany. So there are about 100 million units are not used. They built too many houses for nothing. And so something like that is not really good for the environment because nobody's living there.
Interesting. And it's just like poor planning or something, or people maybe in China want to live together more. So they thought they needed more housing. Like, how did that happen?
Yeah, it's very simple. More houses, more money, and more money to the local government because
Okay, got it.
sometimes like 25 to up to 50% of the local government's budget come from licensing their real estate projects. That's why they built so many houses without any planning nationally. That is just a tragedy, and I think they're going to pay for that. But
Fascinating.
but they're not alone. We're connected, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. But it's really interesting how you talked about how the energy of money is different at the local
Mhm.
level. It has the heart, it has the
Right.
generosity, it has the connection. And then at this other level, maybe at the stocks, the hedge funds, and other, they don't have that human connection. So there's like a get rich quick kind of feeling, and then they might just lose it all, like you were saying. Mm-hmm.
Yes. So, we have to start seeing what kind of energy is flowing in your life.
Mm.
And it comes from how you earn money to begin with. So if you do the job that you don't like and start making money, your money becomes unhappy money in my definition. And
Mm-hmm.
if you
And
do
you
what
become
you
a
love,
slave to it
yeah,
almost like,
yes.
because if you don't like it, it kind of means that it owns you.
Yes, exactly. And on the other hand, if you're doing what you love and receive money with appreciation, that becomes happy money. So look at your money or look at your life. Are you in the flow of happy energy or are you in the flow of unhappy energy? And that really defines who you are and how happy you can be.
That's amazing. I'm glad you brought it back to the person, and like how we can apply this energy to our own lives. And I was
Hmm.
listening to this woman on Clubhouse. I was actually crying. It really touched my heart because she was saying she was monetarily wealthy, multimillionaire, and she tried to commit suicide because she realized that it didn't make her happy and she wasn't spending time with her kids and her family, and she wanted to end her life and she didn't, and she's here now, and she just realized that it was not happy money to her, and she was a slave to it. So it's just kind of interesting because I think a lot of people have the perception that if you're a millionaire, that everything's fine, you have no worries in your life. What do you think about that opinion?
You know, yes, exactly. Life is, throws you a curveball, and it doesn't exclude millionaires because even if you have a lot of money, you have other issues like could be your kids, could be your parents, could be your friends, or could be your relationship. So, even if you have enough money in your bank account, that means like you have one problem down. That means that you have none because you have 99 more problems. So, money,
Yeah, exactly. It's just people
uh,
think that that's it.
yeah. So, it's like our list on house chores. We have to fix our roof. We have to do something. And if you have one less item, that doesn't mean that doesn't guarantee a peace of mind. So, financial freedom helps, but that doesn't that doesn't clear all your life problems away.
Hmm.
So,
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Well, I did want to circle back to what we're going to be discussing, the top three money wounds. Do you
mhm.
feel that everybody has money wounds?
Yes, definitely.
Oh,
So,
okay.
interesting thing is, if you are born and brought up in a financially challenged household, your traumas are very visible. That your parents didn't get you a bike, and no, that sort of thing. I know it's obvious that you got hurt, but the subtle one is like I was born into a fairly wealthy family. I had always new sneakers, knew everything, and I hated it because I felt funny. Now I know it's guilt.
Yeah.
So I try to
Even as
scratch.
young, like how young were you when you were feeling
I
that?
think I was like 8 or 9.
Oh,
Everybody
when you're
else is
feeling.
wearing somewhat, used up sneakers, and I already got the new ones. I always got the new ones. So I try to put the dirt so it looks kind of like a little bit used.
You are
So
so sweet. Oh my God. Even like as a child, you're just
Oh,
like
yeah,
the
I felt
sweetest.
ashamed. I
Yeah.
felt ashamed of my new shoes.
Yeah.
because it's embarrassing in my heart.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of kids are from wealthy family or upper class, they feel guilty and they feel sometimes shame. So
Mm-hmm.
this can be trauma too. So
Mm-hmm.
later on, I was afraid of showing up in front of people because I may be criticized for who I am and for being wealthy.
Mm-hmm.
And so that kind of shame and guilt is very sneaky because it's buried in your subconscious.
Yeah, that's interesting. So, how did you heal that wound within yourself? Did you
Mhm.
start becoming aware of that later in life?
Yes, I had many great mentors. And
Mm.
by talking with them, I realized that I had this funny guilt that I don't need anymore. The money is given to me because I can enjoy my life. Plus, I have more than enough for a family of three. I have more than I can spend for the rest of my life. So what would you do? So I'm using my money to help people in many different ways. One way is I bought a nice retreat center outside of Tokyo, so 2 hour
Oh,
ride, so we can seat 60 people, we can sleep 20 people, and I just got back from the mountains. It's so
uh-huh.
beautiful, and the trees are turning colors now,
Mm-hmm.
and that kind of retreat center has helped so many people, at least 15 or 20 couples they met at my retreat center. So,
Oh,
uh, and also there are so many babies, at least like 30, 40 babies were born because of me. Uh, they
oh,
call
so
them, they call
amazing.
them 10 Honda babies, but so
Oh my God, that's so amazing. Oh, when's your next retreat? I know this is off the topic. I'm like, okay, I already see myself there. I love Japan.
yeah, so the money, if I just had them in my bank account, it doesn't do anything.
Ah,
I bought
yeah.
this nice, beautiful, like a hotel-looking European castle-looking place where people meet and heal and connect. So if you have money, you can do something like that. So by helping people, my guilt disappeared. Because
Oh, beautiful.
yeah, so because money can empower you. So by me receiving a lot of money, I can give more. So this cycle of giving more, receiving more has been so great. And so my guilt disappears somewhere.
Hmm. Oh, that's amazing. Okay, I know this is really off topic, but this is coming to me. Has
It's
anyone
okay.
ever told you that you are a reincarnate of a ascended master?
Some people may think that, but I'm just a
Oh,
regular guy who
oh,
always
okay.
so definitely I don't think I am.
Okay. I know. I don't want to embarrass you because you're really humble and I know, you don't want to be put
I'm
on a pedestal like that.
just another happy guy
Yeah.
doing
Yeah.
what he loves.
Yeah. But that humbleness, that humility to me is like mastering your ego. It's like and really transmuting that energy that you have, that shame and guilt and that awareness of it even, and
Hmm.
then turning into something beautiful. My dad lived in Japan for a long time. He taught business English over there. So
Wow,
I went over there when I was in high school and yeah, went out in the country and loved it. He lived in Tokyo.
nice. Well, so you're welcome back anytime.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, my father passed away in 2017. So, but I'll always think of him. If I go there again without
Oh
him, I
yes,
definitely
remember a lot of memories.
yeah, my father he just really loved the culture. And my kids love the food. That actually Japanese food is their favorite food.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah. So sushi, and we make our own sushi and everything. But anyway, so let's go back to the money wounds.
Hmm.
And so, what are the top? So you've already identified what is a money wound, and
Hmm.
what are the money wounds that you've identified
So I think unworthiness is also a big trauma. We felt so unworthy for receiving nice gifts and nice good things. So after we grow up, we still feel unworthy for asking a raise, to raise
Mm.
our fees,
Hmm.
receive more clients. So
Hmm.
this sense of unworthiness was created a long time ago.
Yeah.
So unless we do something, we have a hard time taking a risk, starting a new things, and even though we do, even though we did, nobody is going to help us. So that is a feeling, and I struggled with that too.
Hmm.
Before I started doing this in English, I felt unworthy. I'm not good enough. I'm not popular enough. I'm loved in Japan, but I don't know if I be loved somewhere else. That kind of feeling. It really
Yeah.
hits.
Yeah, that's interesting. Do you feel that it is gender specific, that a feeling of unworthiness, or it's both men and female?
I think as long as you're human, we have it.
Okay. Yeah. Some people might feel like an imposter syndrome, like,
Mhm.
yeah, unworthiness of the success or the money. And that may block the flow of money, could it?
Yes, definitely. So maybe in like 20 years ago, women may have more unworthiness issues like that. But I
Mhm.
think we're all, men and women are both really beat up. So there's no difference.
Yeah.
And and I think in terms of gender, I think men are as beat up and wounded as women in a different way. Because
Hmm.
I think boys are taught not to cry, do better, do
Hmm.
more.
Push
So
through it,
yes,
work hard no matter what. Yeah.
yeah. So it's hard to be a man and also have this sense of gentleness, because gentleness is not highly regarded in Western culture as much as the East. So instead of being gentle and nice, you're supposed to be tough first, strong first, and then you can be gentle. It's like a bonus. But I think
Hmm.
in the coming years, gentleness and kindness will be highly appreciated. I think worth system will be different too. So right now, the financial, social toughness may be regarded highly, but I think in coming years, we will appreciate different things in
Hmm.
people.
Yeah, that's interesting. I wonder if sometimes, maybe even now, because of societal pressures or
Mhm.
family pressures, they might appear weak if they're kind or generous, afraid to show their heart, open up their heart to people or others. So that would be amazing that that could be a more valued trait and
Mhm.
more socially acceptable for all people.
Yeah. So I think the change is happening and the cultural too. So I'm
Hmm.
fascinated with the cultural difference and anthropologically. Like say, if you want to run for U.S. president, you cannot show weakness as much as other leaders. The other day, a Japanese former prime minister cried in public for the loss of his friend. But
Hmm.
in North America, if you haven't really seen a lot
No,
of presidents cry for any reasons, right? You
that's
have to be
right.
strong. And if you are that gentle, maybe you're liked as a friend, but not as president. You probably feel insecure if your U.S. president is crying
Hmm.
over, like dropped candy or something.
Hmm. Right. But in Japan, it's not like that. They that is considered socially acceptable or normal.
Right. And so we felt so close to him now afterwards. So
Oh,
he was all put
beautiful.
down because he was arrogant and all that. But now after showing his emotions, we respect him more.
Wow. That's powerful. And I feel that about people too. When I hear someone who is a strong leader, whether they're male or female, if they cry, it makes me feel like equal to them. Like, oh,
Mhm.
wow, they're human. They have feelings. They're not just like go, go, go all the time. So it's true. I mean, I feel that sometimes when I hear someone inspiring or like a famous person and they cry, and I'm like, wow, they are amazing.
Yeah,
Because it's like when someone can feel like all the emotions and be vulnerable like that, that's strong to me.
yeah, yeah. So I cry a lot on stage. I cry
Oh,
with my clients, and I cry for what happened to her or him, and we all
oh,
cry together. It's not, everybody cries in my
yes.
audience, and also I'm included. And when we cry together,
Oh,
we
I'm
feel this
so
strong bond.
accepted. Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
so accepted because I am a crier. Oh, I cry a lot. So I would totally fit into your community.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think maybe we're a little bit different, but I'm proud of it because we're all vulnerable and we feel
Yeah.
hurt. So unless we're honest with our feelings, we stay away from our feelings, which means we lose power. So because
Mm,
either positive and negative emotions are like gasoline over our life, so you
hmm.
can use it both ways.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. So, what about some of the other beliefs like you believe your security is tied to how much money you have? Like, I mean, I think a lot of people feel that and even have pain, like psychosomatic issues in regards to money. What do you think about
Right.
that?
Right. So money can pull out a lot of emotions on both positive and negative. And we are so tied up with emotions, especially negative ones. So we feel anxiety, we feel fear, we feel resentful, we feel frustrated around money. And we are so ignorant, and also we don't want to touch it. So I still remember my mother seemed so frustrated, and with the money when we did some shopping, and I assume she felt like she spent too much money over her budget, and so I asked her, "Mom, are you hungry?" And she said, "No," and like when you ask somebody, "Are you hungry or upset? Are you okay?" And he would say, "No, I'm not hungry at all," that kind
Yeah.
of.
Of course
So
they are.
yeah, we are
Can't you
in
see?
denial. We are in
Yeah.
denial of anger, frustration, and all the funny feelings, including guilt and shame. So you have to really watch it. Otherwise, this kind of big emotions control you. I talk about money personality types in my books. We react differently to our money-related stress. The spender people, they they spend money to feel the control over money. The gambler, they want to have the excitement. Moneymaker, they want to feel powerful and secure when they are making money. And the saver, they love saving money because they feel more secure. So we become who we are by choosing the way we react to money. So that's why we feel funny stress, and then we have our own ways of figuring out what to do with the stress, and
Mhm.
everything is pretty comic. It's so funny. So I always invite a couple on my stage in front of 1,000 people.
Oh, how nice. That's good entertainment for everybody, right?
Yes, and we cannot laugh about our relationships, but we cannot laugh about other people's.
Yes, absolutely.
And it's so real, right? So
And so, okay, so let's go through a scenario. You'll bring this couple up on stage, and
mhm.
you'll identify like their money personality type, and typically they maybe have opposite or different.
Usually opposite. So
Oh, how funny.
moneymaker, moneymaker ends up getting married with a spender because at the early stage of a relationship, any relationship, the opposite attracts each other. So moneymaker, they're busy making money, but they don't know how to spend. So the spender people look so attractive because they know how to party. They know what kind of restaurants they should go to. They know the exotic places to go to. So the moneymaker falls in love with the spender because she or he knows how to have fun.
Yeah.
On the other hand, from other way perspective, moneymaker seems so attractive because she or he can provide all the money the spender needs. So they're happily married for a few years, but they end up thinking, wait a
Or
minute.
less, no.
Yeah, if my partner keeps spending the way he or she spends,
Yes.
I'm going to go bankrupt. From the other end, I thought he or she is going to provide money for the rest of my life, but he's just a boring jerk who just does all the business, or she's working all the time. She doesn't want to share with me.
Yeah.
So the same reason that they that got them together could be the reason to separate them. So unless you understand about the differences of how people react to money, it could end up in so many miseries.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's fascinating. And I was just thinking about my uncle. His wife died and he's wealthy and got remarried to someone like that.
Mm-hmm.
And but he really wants, like, he loves her and wants to be with her, but it's just, yeah, that I think he's feeling that, like, oh my god, is he gonna spend all my money, like so it's just kind of interesting talking to my cousin about it and everything. So let's talk about some of the other money wounds. So we've got the security, and one is one that I like is that you need to work hard to make money. What do you think about that one?
So I used to teach financial independence course in Japanese, and the main topic is there are so many ways of earning money. You can earn money as an employee, you can earn money as an investor or business owner, Robert Kiyosaki model, or self-employed people.
Mm-hmm.
You want just choose one for yourself. Which one excites you the most? Some people feel excited about working in a big company, whereas some people want to work alone, solo,
Mm-hmm.
as a freelancer. And some people want to invest. Some people want to start up a business and then let somebody take care of the rest. So, what kind of lifestyle do you want to choose? So I'm an investor and also I'm a business owner, but at the same time I'm a writer, which put me into a self-employed category.
Yeah.
So I get a lot of royalties from the books I wrote in the past. I have more than
Yeah.
200 books, so I got a lot of royalties from the past.
Mm-hmm.
So without working second, I get paid a lot. I get paid more than like a few people work for the work I did sometimes 5 years ago, 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Like last week, I got a check from book royalties that I wrote 18 years ago.
Amazing.
So, like, if you're working as an employee, your company or your former boss just knock on your door and say, "Hey, Carissa, you did a great job 18 years ago. Here is a check." And what if he gives you like $10,000 check in his hand? Like, really? I don't even remember what I did, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's amazing. Well, I mean, so that example that you gave of yourself is good to visualize because you're a creator and you
mhm.
also like to invest, but you don't necessarily work hard because you enjoy what you're doing. So you've shifted. You never had that. Did you ever have that where you had to work hard, that belief
Many,
system?
many years ago in my
Yeah.
early 20s, but I retired at the age 29. So
Oh,
I
okay.
I
That's pretty
graduated
young.
I graduated from a working hard stage. like a few decades ago.
Oh,
So
that's good.
my memory is a little bit foggy, but
Yeah.
I think I felt I was in a box. I couldn't really get out because as long as you're working hard, you have to make both ends meet. And the way you work like that doesn't pay you so much. And
Hmm.
even if your work pays you a lot, your bills would also go up too. Your rent or mortgage or cars. If you were not making much money, you didn't go to a good restaurant. But if you're making more than say $100,000 or $200,000, you start going to waste money. you know,
Mm,
for a suit, you probably paid just $100, but now you have to pay $3,000. The
mm,
same looking shirt, but nicer quality.
hmm.
So everything becomes more expensive.
I see.
And so the situation that you always worry at the end of the month will never change. Even though your income changes, your cost of living increases too.
Yeah, that's interesting because you think, oh, I should have all this extra money because you're making more money. But then there's societal expectations that you need to have this car or you need to have this quality of clothes. And then if you rise to that, if you buy into that, then that's it. Then your money goes to that. I know a billionaire who actually shops at thrift stores. Has been. So it's just kind of interesting because people can have a lot of money but not buy into that paradigm
Mm-hmm,
too.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. But, some wealthy people have to learn how to spend and how to waste their money. Otherwise, economy will not float. So
Yeah. Good point.
I'm teaching all the millionaires to start wasting money. But the funny thing is they cannot. And
Yeah.
they have a long history of not wasting a cent. That's how they
Yeah.
became
That's how they
successful.
became. That's like the millionaire next door. But being
Right. So,
frugal and it made them millionaires. Yeah.
yeah. So I always give them a nice homework. Uh,
Ah.
go out, go out and waste $1,000,
Oh, that is beautiful. That's so healing for them, right?
but they can't.
Well, they need to heal that wound, don't
I
they?
know, I know. So the funny thing is like after a week, they came back and say, Ken, I couldn't find any ways to just
Ah!
waste $1,000. It's like I'm gonna kill myself before I do that.
Oh
So and then I
no.
realized that I have this fear of wasting money. So I said, yeah, that's why I gave you this homework. Just go back again and do it. And they came back and say, Ken, I wasted my money. I'm so happy. And then the flow of happy money comes in.
Ah,
And
beautiful.
some of them set up their foundation. Some of
Oh,
them just
beautiful.
start sharing their money. So
Mhm.
you have to start somewhere.
Yeah. And that's you can transform a lot of wealth from people like it's like we need to transition them from holding on to just releasing it all and not being afraid, not being in that scarcity mindset because
Yeah.
getting them back to that place of okay, you're wealthy, you are a
Mhm.
multimillionaire, you're a billionaire, let's share this with the world.
Right. So I want to be a Mother Teresa, who always just comes into a party room and mother used to say, here, gentlemen, I'm here to rob you. So just bring out your checkbook and just start writing $100,000 to my foundation. So and everybody's laughing and then just they are happily, they
Happily
wrote
do it.
back. Yeah. And
Is that
so
a true story?
yeah, I don't know, but I read it somewhere. So
You don't know for
I'm
sure.
sure.
You weren't in
She did.
yeah.
I'm sure she did something like that.
Yeah, that is incredible confidence. I love that. That's amazing. Okay, and what's the third money wound that people are suffering from?
I think people are suffering from depression. Like
Mm,
whatever we do will not mount to anything. All the work I do, all the saving I do, all the cutting out the coupons will not do anything. So
mm,
how much or whatever we do, it'll be just nothing. So this
mm.
depression will be just prevail in North America, Europe, and everywhere in the world, because we feel like we're drowning. The sea level, the water level will go up, and then we cannot swim. So we're drowning in the pool of bills. That's what people are probably feeling right now. So like a lot of people want to give up because oh, I don't know what the heck, this is too much. I can't take it anymore.
Mm.
Because it's too much. So this overwhelming feeling puts you into depression that nothing matters. Nobody cares. Nobody's going to help you.
Yeah.
So this feeling kills you instead of money worries and money trauma. This depression is probably the worst money trauma or money wounds that you can think of. And you don't know
Yeah.
that this comes from money wounds
Mm.
that this depression has on you.
Mm. Yeah, the hold that it has on your life. Like, why even try? And
Yes.
just giving up. I mean, yeah, yeah. If anyone out there in the audience is feeling like that, please reach out to Ken or myself, and we can help heal that and move through it. Because I just want to say, I know it's temporary. I know that feeling is temporary.
Yeah, it could if you let it. And
Yeah.
depression doesn't come to doesn't visit to only financially challenged people. The depression also knock on the door for the wealthy people
Yeah.
because they've made it. They have enough money. They were successful, but still they cannot feel happy.
Right.
That's even worse because they
Yeah.
thought they would get it, but it's almost like you're conned into this game.
Yes, it's so
One
true.
day I'll be happy if I make $1 million,
We make it right.
and then after just doing all the thing you're supposed to do, you get nothing. So if it's no wonder a lot of wealthy people commit suicide because
Yeah.
it's like a con game that all of us are just brought into. It's
It's
called money
true.
game. It's money game.
Mm,
We don't know how to play without writing a consent. We're drawn into this game when we are 5, and then
mm-hmm.
we have to keep playing until you die. And
Mm-hmm.
the worst part of all is that you don't know if you're winning or losing, because even if you're making $5 million, you still like you loser because all of your friends have bigger jets and bigger
Mm,
companies and nicer homes.
mm-hmm.
So you feel like you a loser, even if you thought you hit 3 home runs and a lot
Mm-hmm.
of great things, but still someone else is winning. So
Mm-hmm.
that will put you into misery.
Yeah.
So as long as you have this, as long as you're in this game, you cannot feel happy. So sometime in your life, you have to say, I'm out of this game. Otherwise, you're forced to play this game. The
Mm-hmm.
IRS will just try to put you back in this game, and your kids, your business partners, or your employees, or your boss say, hey, we are playing the game. You cannot get out. So this is like a slavery game.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to really watch out.
Yeah, absolutely. And so the point, I think, of what Ken is trying to say is that happiness comes from the inside. And that's what you're trying to say with Happy Money, your international best-selling book. And that's what sometimes wealthy people realize, it's like, okay, this is something I create from the inside out.
Exactly.
And what about the negative belief that money creates drama or maybe they grew up in a wealthy family and their father traveled all the time, was never home, and didn't feel connected, didn't feel loved. Do you feel like that is a common money wound?
Yeah, money wounds can be so many different forms
Okay.
uh, because money touches all the areas of life. So some people take it as a more like a loneliness issues. Some people take it as a unworthiness issues, power issues, and so it manifests in many different forms too. So unless you watch out what's going on with you and your money, um, there are so many pitfalls that you fall into. So you have to start checking where you are in terms of your money EQ, emotional intelligence.
Mm,
It doesn't really matter how much you have, how much you make. It's how you relate with money. If
mm,
if money becomes your best friend, that's beautiful. But either we become a slave to money or we want money to be our slave. And
mm.
so a lot of selfish, wealthy people, they don't behave nice in a restaurant because they think they can do anything. That is a mentality that people want money to be their slave. Which
Mm.
is a little hard because some people obey, some other people hate you for doing that. So if you can have money as your best friend on your side, your life will be so beautiful. But you have to know a few tricks before you get there.
Yeah, yeah. So do you feel like it's possible to heal that, is like identify your EQ with money, and then you can heal that and live a happy life and have a happy relationship with money?
Yeah, it takes time, not like 10 years, but definitely within a few months to a year,
Hmm.
you're gradually aware. You're getting more aware of what's going on. Like it used to be money becomes a scary thing in your life, but now probably you feel a little bit closer. My favorite question is, if money was a person, who would it be? Is that a scary person or a happy, gentle, generous person? Some people said, I feel money is like an assassin. He's gonna get me. So
Oh, how funny. Like to
yeah,
me, Warren Buffett just came to me like grandpa, like, hey, here's some money. Give it out.
yeah, yeah. If you have that, you would be probably generous with money and
Mhm.
easy money, relatively easy with money. So think about that. So that
Mm.
would be my first question. And then there are many, at least like 30 or 40 questions that you go through. And with each question, you free yourself
I
from
see.
guilt, from power, from recognition, from trying to get security through money, because real security doesn't come with money in your bank account. So if you know those bits of information one by one, you not long later you find yourself free from all the money related stress.
Wow. That's powerful. It's been such a pleasure reconnecting with you and hearing about the three money wounds, how they impact us, how we can heal them. And I'll put your website and how to connect with you in the show notes, and buy Ken's book, Happy Money,
Thank
and
you.
much Zen success on your journey. I think it's cool. You're called the Zen Millionaire. My show is Zen Success.
Yes, we're cousins.
Yeah, yeah. And my tagline is moving from force to flow.
Ah, beautiful.
Yeah. So great. I just love your energy. Thank you so much, Ken. I hope you have a blessed
Thank
day.
you. Thank you, Carissa. Please enjoy your evening. And I'm just sending all my love and to you and the viewers. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. To learn more about the upcoming Money and You event, go to the show notes for Zen Success. Enjoy.
That's it for today's episode of Zen Success. Head on over to iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, or wherever you listen to shows. Zen Success is also available on the radio in select markets through amfm247.com. Subscribe to the show and share with friends. Be sure to head on over to zensuccessshow.com to help you on your Zen Success journey and join us on the next episode. May you find your own Zen success in life.
Fall is all about cozy comforts, but when you're prioritizing your health, it's easy to feel like you're missing out. With Hero Bread, you can enjoy all your fall favorites because they're made with Hero Bread sliced bread loaves, tortillas, bagels, dinner rolls, and more. Try their all-new Hero Noodles with 12 grams of protein and just 80 calories. So skip replacing every carb with cauliflower and indulge in your breakfast, lunch, and dinner time favorites while still hitting your goals. From breakfast bagels and meal prepped enchiladas to mouth-watering burgers and cheesy noodles. You won't believe Hero Bread's options have 0 to 5 grams net carbs and are high fiber from the taste and texture. They've even got small batch drops of indulgent favorites like the popular Hero Croissant. And right now, Hero Bread is offering 10% off your order. Go to hero.co and use code FALL25 at checkout. That's fall25 at hero.co. All figures are per serving of Hero Bread. Contains 2 to 18 grams of fat per serving. See the product nutrition panels on hero.co for more information.